welcome back. I'm going to do a review today on something I discovered. Let me preface this a little bit. There's a place just back where we used to live over near Kenmore. It's in Edmonds called Scott's Bar and Grill. I'm not trying to do a shout out to them or anything like that. Just my own experience with them. I went there a couple years ago and someone introduced me to their cask-aged Old Fashioned. I'm not a really big whiskey drinker. It's not really been my thing. But wow, that was amazing. And so I went on a little odyssey and I went around to all the different, bars in the area. Not bars, but like restaurants that had a good bar. Kind of not junky places. Nice enough places that you'll drop $50 or $70 on a meal for two. And I found most old fashions are not made well. At least not to me. Now everybody likes them different, but to me, not too much. So I'm always back at Scott's buying their friggin' expensive drink. But I love it, right? It's so good. It's sweet, it's hot, it's flavorful on the nose. It doesn't burn on the way down. It sits in your tummy like an old friend and then hits you in the side of the head like a brick and you're like, oh yeah, there we are, right there. So I like that. That's really good. Well, a couple months ago, I'm following Aisha Tyler on my Facebook, of course. And one of her interests is a little company called Courage+Stone. And they do two drinks. They premix and send you, this is the classic old fashioned with rye. I am not a huge fan of rye whiskey for obvious reasons, right? Because I don't like things that burn down my throat, and rye tends to cook me from top to bottom. I don't care for it. I like, bourbon. And even then, it's gotta be mixed with something. But I wanted to try these because I always try to support people I think are interesting and fun. And so I bought the little double pack of these, and they're like, oh, it'll make X amount of drinks. Yes, it does. But so my first impression, when I first took my first, I just put it into there, just like, do it. It's fresh out of the bottle, ready to go. You don't have to do anything to it except add ice if you like it with ice, and I do. So I added my ice, and I had a sip, and I was like, burn, no. And so I got up and wandered around the house. And I did that because I'm like, that's not what I was hoping for. But I would say about 20 minutes went by. And I came back and I picked up my glass. I'm like, I really just don't want it to be over. I'm gonna try this again now that it's had a little moment to think about what it did wrong. And I did. The ice mellows it out. The ice turns into water mellows whiskey, and there it is. It mellowed so that it doesn't burn anymore. You can just get the flavors and the smells, and it's fabulous. Sometimes I add just a little tiny bit of orange bitters because I like orange bitters, and it gives a little kick of orange. Sometimes I add orange slices or orange peel. They're not necessary at all, but I do like that. I don't have any cherries in it. It's to my everlasting chagrin. I do not have any cherries to add to this. So, in short, this was a decent purchase. You get 2 bottles. Get 2 bottles, or you can get a 750 ml. I recommend getting the small bottles first. They're only 200 ml each, but if you don't like it, one of them, you can send the other one to someone else you do like, and maybe they'll dig it. And so that's a really nice reason to get the 2. It did take them a while to ship, but we're in the middle of a COVID epidemic, and they're in New York, and so I was fully understanding that this was not going to happen overnight. So, my crazy wife. Anyways, that's just what I wanted to say about this. As a footnote, my favorite whiskey is going to be Dry Fly port barrel aged out of Spokane or Woodford. The Woodford is really the Woodford double oaked. Perfect. So, anyways, that's what I got for you. I hope you had a good time with this, and if you didn't, let me know. And if you did, let me know. Thanks. Bye.